And this one was brought to us by our very own Investing with Frank. So I'll let him start out with it. And who is your favorite investor, Frank?
All right, I'll just open it with saying that I don't think any of us are going to cover Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger. I'm not sure. Maybe Tom will. He did touch on it. But I'm going with Chuck Akre today. So Chuck Akre he's a long-term investor with a pretty concentrated portfolio. I'll jump into his portfolio shortly. But he looks for what he calls compounding machines. So I actually just put a video on my YouTube channel this morning as well, talking about these compounding machines. He's looking for three things in the businesses. So a quality business, which is pretty hard to define what he calls a quality business, but from what I've heard, he's looking for like high returns on equity, sustainable competitive advantages, and a few other things, but I'm sure you can hear him talk about that. Then he wants, the second thing is quality management team, which I guess is one of my main priorities when I'm investing as well. The one quote I like that he said about management is he wants a management team that treats the shareholders like owners, which I found pretty cool. And then the last thing he wants is a business that can reinvest continuously into the future. So high returns on invested capital that can be sustainable for the long term, which I guess ties in with a competitive advantage as well. I'll just jump into his portfolio. So I'll read some of his biggest positions out. Fairly concentrated into MasterCard, which is his biggest position, and that's 13% of the portfolio. He also owns Visa, which is about 8% of the portfolio. So that's just over 20% into payments companies, which I found pretty cool. His second biggest position is Moody's Corp, which I don't know too much about. I'm not sure if any of you guys do. And he also has American Tower Corp at 10% as well. They're his biggest positions, and he has a lot of other smaller positions at about 4 and 5% of the portfolio. But half the portfolio is in those four positions. But yeah, that's Chuck Akre, and that's probably my favorite investor at the moment.
Cool. What's Chuck Akre's background and performance track record like? Do you know, Frank?
Yeah, so I know since 2009, I think, or 2008 or 9, he ran the fund, and it's about an 18% return. So S&P 500 over that time period is around 13 or 14%. So he's outperformed the market since running the fund. And I just read this morning, I was just looking up some more things about him, and I think he might have just left the fund late last year. So I'm not sure if he'll continue running Akre Focus Fund. But yeah, so far the track record is majority his, and it's about 17, 18%.